What is going on, Ben Nation? Guys, we've got information for you. We've got stuff to talk about, and I'm getting pretty excited under the surface. Now, if you remember yesterday, we talked about the Rebel in Black having an interview with some whales. He was talking about how excited they appear to be with what is going on under the surface. They get a little more access than those of us normies do. If you like the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell to be notified down below. Helps to trend it, helps to send it. Comment. Those are the two most important things. Subscribe if you want to. But they were pretty excited about what was going on. And then look, all publicity is good publicity. I said to you before, I'm going to say it to you again. Ben runs hot. If you, and by that, I mean Ben Armstrong. Ben Armstrong runs hot. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. It's okay. Sometimes an investment is just not for you. You're not going to make it. But in this context, however, there's a little validation. There's a little vindication. There's a little excitement. I'm going to go through exactly what happened here. And then from there, you decide what is going on here. And we're going to start that off with a little bit of news here. We got a weekly schedule. Yesterday, there was the Tuesday 11/7 whale call on Telegram. We got a lot of information there. We didn't get a great amount of information like we wanted. We didn't get all of the exciting, explosive data, but we found out that there's a lot going on. And when we find out that there's a lot going on, then we can get excited about that. So we did find out that there are things that have been worked on or working on, and really we're trying to build out an ecosystem. And once the ecosystem is built out, once that's done and in place, then things are going to get crazy. And it was even mentioned that there is a partnership, and the Rock says partnership, that is going to drop your jaws, that they've reached out to multiple top exchanges. They're not interested in smaller ones. They're interested in only the biggest exchanges for listings, but the timing was not right and is not right. They're not here to pump the Jeets so that they can just sell. They're here to make Bencoin something that fosters crypto adoption, and that takes a little bit of time. So here we are. But in that vein, V2 is now live on the LBank exchange. Now, LBank is high volume exchange, so that's a very good thing and a nice little level from which to start and spring out with. And Cassie has mentioned that she had conversations with MEXC about extending that partnership and working on the tax structure, what they're going to do with it. Now, when I said, and we're going to get to, by the way, to the technical analysis portion of this in just a second, but when I say that Ben runs hot, then what I mean is that he is constantly under attack, and that instead of just smiling and shrugging it off, he fights back. He tends to fight back, right? And when you say, well, it's all in his head, it's all in his mind. Well, no, because let me show you what happened yesterday. While Ben is on his live stream, Ben shows a picture of his screen. And what did Nick Demandi, I want to say, I'm not sure. I'm not part of the, I'm not a part of an alternative lifestyle community. So we could just say that there's a guy named Nick Demandi here. He works for a company. I don't know what company it is, but he's attacking Ben. And what he says is BitBoy live streaming himself getting wrecked, leverage trading away funds he begged for is pretty wild. Now, what did he call him? He called him BitBoy. Now, if this guy worked for a company that may have stolen anything from, allegedly stolen anything from Ben Armstrong, then that would be pretty wild that he's still calling him BitBoy if the name were stolen first. But secondly, let's come down here and let's see what it is that Tricky Nicky is talking about. And look, if you ever want to see Tricky Nicky, then just go look up his brothers Mo and Shemp. He's usually there. You know it. You've seen the hair. You know what I'm talking about. Allegedly, what I'm talking about. But here you go. Ben down right here, $5,000, and he's saying, well, he's wrecking the money that he asked for. And here's what happens, because these guys, look, guys, if you want to discover crypto, you know where you're going to discover crypto? Ben Armstrong. You know where you're not going to discover crypto? Places where they do ridiculous stuff like that. Because here's the end play on Ben's ETH long. He ended up making $456 on it. Now, who do you want to learn about crypto from? Some ding-dong dingbat, allegedly, who doesn't know what the F he's talking about, who's calling Ben Armstrong BitBoy still. Stop living in the past. Grow up. Be a boy. Be a man. Jesus Christ. And he takes a win and calls it a loss somehow. This is why you don't discover crypto at Discover Crypto. This is why you just laugh and say, I remember that time. Anyway, so Ben, another big win for Ben Armstrong and the Ben Coin community, because these guys can't stop themselves. They can't stop themselves. And remember, there was a time when it was, well, you're not going to hear about anything bad. If you came here for that, then you're not going to be disappointed, or whatever stupid stuff these guys like to say before they start attacking, by the way. So you should feel pretty good about your position, because Ben will fight and he's winning. Hashtag winning. Now, let's look at the chart real quick. We're not going to take too much time because there's not really too much to talk about. However, what we do have is we have a slight rejection here right off of 1310. That is the fib retracement line. Now, that's the 618, the 1.618. Now, if it pops off of that, then you're looking at a move up to 1566, which I do think is probably pretty imminent. You're going to see that pretty soon. And then you're going to see a nice little correction, pushing it back towards this upside. Now, I got to say that when you're looking right here, this right here, 1645, this level is going to represent probably a lot of resistance, a lot of problem. The reason for that is because obviously it's sitting right there. And then your next level of big time resistance is going to be the 618 line at 1711 right there. But in the event that we can break through that, then, we're talking about not very much time until you start to get the highs. There's not a whole lot of resistance along the way. The 382 has some resistance. The 50 has resistance. So getting up there isn't going to be a struggle, isn't going to be difficult. The market cap. Now, and remember, by the way, I did say that things are not built out and ready for that big rocket ride. But even with that, market cap still sitting at 11 million, 1.25 in liquidity. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you discovered crypto on Discover Crypto, and now you're discovering they don't know anything about crypto, you're absolutely right. You just saw it. You just witnessed it. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But if you want to learn about crypto, then BenCoin is going to bring education to the masses, and it's a great place for you to start. Don't take my word for it. Look around, decide for yourself. This is not financial advice. My name is Blaze. I am always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.